Hey, good morning, Candace and Friendy. Well, as we mentioned earlier, we're rejoined with entomologist Kevin Hathorn with Terminex, who's going to walk us through some of the problem areas that you can experience in your home when it comes to termites. Now, earlier we told everybody about Termite Awareness Week and why this information is so important. And so if anybody missed that, just give us a quick recap on why it's important to pay attention to these things if you're a homeowner.
Right. Thank you, Lena. We do have a lot of termites in our area, so it's always a good idea to protect your home from damage because damage can be pretty costly. So a lot of things you can do to help protect your home, and we'll talk about those.
Okay, and so now we're actually about to take people into one of the main areas that people should pay attention to, which is what?
Definitely your crawl space underneath your house. You know, termites, they come from underground, so we got to get down to where they are.
Okay, and so now we're going down into this crawl space to get down to where they are, coming from, and we're going to pray that nobody falls down the steps. Now, once we get down here, what are some of the things that people need to pay attention to when they get into their basement or crawl space when it comes to termite awareness?
Well, of course, the big thing is eliminating water, eliminating any high moisture conditions. Putting in some kind of water mitigation system. If you have standing water in your basement or crawl space, putting in a sump pump system to pump that water out, or even just you could have wet soil situations or not good ventilation where humidity is coming in and causing condensation to occur on the floor. Just all that can increase your wood moisture content, which can be attractive to termites.
Okay, and then it's interesting because obviously being in this area with being in a floodplain, and we just had a storm just pass over us. We get a lot of rain in this area. How do people know the differences between that type of damage?
Well, as I showed you the termite damage before, where it's pretty significant. Water damage is a little bit different. It can cause fungus to grow. The fungus is actually what causes the wood to rot. And so you have to have really high moisture conditions for that fungus to be present. So anytime we inspect a crawl space, we use a moisture meter reader to determine what the wood moisture content is, just to make sure that everything is good and dry.
Yeah, and so, obviously eliminating moisture and then, having people come out to inspect. What are some of the other preventative measures that people can take to keep their home safe from termites?
Well, along with eliminating standing water, but also eliminating wood, their food source that's close to the ground. Not store firewood up against the foundation of your house. Gotcha. That's attracting them, or eliminating any wood-to-ground contact. Not using excessive amounts of mulch around your house either. A lot of those things will come into play. And then obviously the big thing is just get a professional out to your home to inspect it, make sure it's termite-free, and then do some preventative treatments for it.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned, having people come out to service your home and inspect. What is that process like, for people who might be unaware or have never even had that process done in their homes? How does that get handled?
It's pretty easy. It's very, very inintrusive. You would give us a call. We would come out, inspect your home. We would go underneath the house. You don't have to go underneath the house with us if you don't want to. But we'll go underneath and take a look around, make sure everything looks good. Take some measurements, and then figure out what the best preventative treatment method would be, and then kind of discuss that with you at the end.
Okay. Well, we're out of time, but before we leave really quickly, any last things you want to say for people that need to know about termites, or any other type of encouragement or advice you have for people when dealing with that type of bug?
Yeah, absolutely. Just follow the steps and eliminating the moisture, the high moisture conditions. Just kind of take care of your home. And then again, the big thing is just make sure you get your home inspected and make sure that termites aren't actively on the house, and get it treated for termites.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, Kevin, for giving us all that information on how people can make sure that their homes stay safe and clean and clear of those pesky little bugs called termites. So we gave you all that information, and you can find more of that at WACH.com right after our newscast at 9 o'clock. Reporting live in Columbia, Lena Pringle, WACHFox News.